Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Pan. This is me as Peter Pan, as drawn by a caricature artist over at the screening that I went to last weekend. Cute. Doesn't really look like me, but cute. I love when these screenings do that interactive fun stuff. They were handing out balloon swords and all kinds of fun things for kids, for adults to do as we waited to get into the screening. And I think that may have skewed some of our younger audience members into really enjoying the entire experience, including the movie. Unfortunately, it did not sway me, and I did not have a very good time actually watching Pan. So let's go ahead and just discuss the film, shall we? I'm gonna be honest, I was not really looking forward to seeing Pan for one very strong reason that we'll get to a little bit later. But the movie wasn't all bad, so let's go ahead. We're just gonna get all of the good things out of the way first. The visuals were very, very strong. I thought there were a couple times where it was a little wonky, like the mermaid scene. I thought, Cara Delevingne's head just kind of looked like a floating head out there, and it didn't work for me, but literally everything else looked fantastic. The scene, they show it in the trailers a little bit, but where the ship is bouncing off of those big water bubbles was gorgeous, breathtaking. And the ferry scene is beautiful. So the visuals were fantastic. Hugh Jackman was also fantastic, and I feel bad for him because he seems to not be able to find franchises to hitch his wagon to. Chappie was kind of a box office bomb as much as I enjoyed it personally, and then now this is not tracking to do well and was a complete dud outside of pretty much him. So I'm like, Hugh, don't leave us in X-Men, just stay there because it's the only one where you can find solo success right now. But he was game, he was all in. I thought he did very, very well as Blackbeard. And then we had Garrett Hedlund, who played Hook. I did think Garrett Hedlund was really hamming it up, but he was also just so charming that it worked. I loved him as Hook in the movie. I loved Hook, but everything else was not so good. And it's huge. So right off the bat in the film, you'll see why. We open up with, scenes on Earth. And everything that's not on Neverland is terrible. It is ripped straight from the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. The acting is so over the top and horrible. What am I watching? The nuns are so terrible. All the kids are not very good actors, including our main kid. He's okay. But then we complete it with fart jokes and the most juvenile of humor that you can think to add into a family movie. As I said, Cara Delevingne is in the movie, but she's completely wasted. She doesn't even utter a single word. So it was okay, this literally could have been anyone. It's so CG that it might as well have just been a CG face as well. It would have looked better. And then we get to my most glaring issue. This is not Tiger Lily. So they gave out these cute little bookmarks, and they made sure, of course, they gave me Tiger Lily. Rooney Mara, please. So Warner Brothers tried to pass off this whitewashing as colorblind casting. So I went in trying to just go in colorblind myself, pretend that I already wasn't ready to boycott this film over this whitewashing, and give Rooney Mara the benefit of the doubt. I was expected to be blown away by Rooney, and then maybe it would be a little bit forgiven. Now, to her credit, Rooney Mara is not bad, but she is just there. The role does not require much out of her acting abilities. It is a bit of a physical role, and it's a decent, obviously she's one of the main characters in the film, so she has a lot to do, but the acting range is nothing substantial that any Native American actress couldn't have held her own with. So, you're telling me that Rooney Mara was the best for the part, but yet Rooney Mara didn't add anything to my viewing experience other than a distraction. And what made the whitewashing even more egregious is that the father, the tribe's main fighter, the Pan of the tribe, and the majority, they did make sure that they sprinkled in a couple other white people, the majority of the entire tribe are people of color. And what makes that so terrible, as Ridley Scott learned last year, is that the whitewashing is so much more, one, apparent, and two, offensive when you have everyone is of the correct descent, the correct ethnicity, the correct nationality, except the one person we decide to let speak, the one person we decide to focus on, who happens to be the only white person around. So I need this to stop. It's happened so much over the past few years, and it continues to happen. If we were truly colorblind casting, then why were all of our main characters white? There are fantastic actors of color in Hollywood that could have taken any of these roles, that child role, any of the main roles in this film, but yet they all ended up white. So you're telling me the only good talent that auditioned for this film, outside of one random kid who pops up every now and then, backup tribe members, and, Blackbeard's dramatic sidekick, everybody else, the best actors were white. It just is too much for me. Warner Brothers, keep your mouth shut. Ugh, frustrating that this is still happening. And it's happening very, very frequently. Stonewall, we're looking at you. So overall, I think the whitewashing is reason enough not to see this film, to not give it your support, to make the stand, to show Hollywood, hey, we're sick of this crap. Cut it out already. But if you're not as passionate as I am, and you're like, Larry, shut up about it already, the film itself also doesn't warrant a theatrical viewing. If your kids are really excited and really big Peter Pan fans, take them to a matinee. You won't want to pay full price for this. And really, I think this is a rental at best. Also, I'm wearing this shirt because I'm a 90s Nickelodeon baby. Loved me some 90s. I know a lot of you grew up on Peter Pan and feel some nostalgia to that. So I got my 90s Nick shirt on because I feel a lot of nostalgia waiting for that new 90s Nick channel to arrive. So, that has been my review of Pan. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Have you and your family seen Pan? If so, what did you think? And are you as angry about this whitewashing nonsense as I am? Let me know in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!